Alright, today we're going to be looking at the area and perimeter of rectangles, squares, and parallelograms. Remember, area is the space contained within the shape, and perimeter is the distance around the shape. So if we take a look at our examples, we have our rectangle. The area is equal to length times width. And our perimeter is equal to 2 lengths plus 2 widths. 2 lengths plus 2 widths. So when I'm looking at my rectangle, my length is 3, my width is 8. So for the area, we're going to have 3 times 8. Multiply those together, we get 24, and that's going to be units squared since it's 2 dimensions. Okay, so 2 dimensions gets the squared because I'm multiplying unit by unit. Perimeter is going to be 2 lengths plus 2 widths. So based on our properties, I know the opposite sides are congruent. So if the left is 3, the right is 3. The top is 8, the bottom is 8. So that's where we get our 2 lengths and 2 widths. So I'm going to take 2 times 3 plus 2 times 8, and you can just add them all together as well. That gives me 6 plus 16, which gives me 22, and this is just going to be units because it's one-dimensional. I'm adding one dimension, the lengths together. So that's my perimeter. On the square, the area is equal to side squared because all the sides are the same. And the perimeter is equal to 4s, 4 times the side because the sides are the same. So when I'm looking at my square here, I'm going to get my area equal to 4 squared. And that gives me 16 units squared because I'm multiplying it twice, so to squares to squares. My perimeter is going to be 4 sides at 4. And that's going to be 16 as well. But this is going to be units, okay, because I'm adding all 4 sides together here, where I am multiplying dimensions here. Okay, so those are our area formulas for rectangle and square. We're going to continue our exercises with the area. So I want to find the side given the area. Okay, so we're kind of working backwards. So area is equal to length times width. And since I know my area is 36, I'm going to put that in for the area. So 36 is equal to, and I know one of my dimensions, that's 4. So 4 times W. Okay, so now I need to know what times 4 equals 36. And we solve it algebraically. That means we got to divide by 4 on each side. And 9 is equal to my missing side. Okay, so my missing side is 9. When we have a square, our area was equal to side squared. So again, I'm going to substitute that in. So I have 24, and that's going to equal my side squared. And the way to get rid of the square is to square root both sides. And I get the square root of 24 is equal to my side. And as usual, we are going to need to simplify that. So 24 is divisible by 2, so I'm going to start prime factorizing. I get 12. Divide by 2, I get 6. Divide by 2, I get 3. Divide by 3, I get 1. That means I'm done. I circle my groups of 2. So I have one group of 2, and these 2 and 3 do not have a group of 2, so they stay. So this 2 gets to come out. These 2 get to stay in, and you multiply them back together. So I get 2 square root of 6. That's my missing side, 2 square root of 6. Okay, our next shape is the parallelogram. And the parallelogram area is base times height. base times height. And then we have our perimeter. It's 2 bases plus, well, you add up all the sides. So the perimeter, you add all the sides. We're going to add up all of our sides. Okay, so for area, we have the base. The base is going to be one of the sides. It's going to be perpendicular to the height. The height is also called the altitude. So I know 7 is my base because of my altitude is perpendicular to it. So my area is going to equal 7, and then my height. How tall is it between the 2 parallel sides? In this case, it's going to be 4. Okay, so now I have 7 times 4. That's my base and my height. And I multiply those together, and I get 28, and it's going to be units squared. Units squared. Now for the perimeter, I'm going to add all 4 sides together, and based on our properties, if this base is 7, then the opposite side is 7. If this side is 5 on the right, then this side is 5 on the left. So then I'm just going to add them all together. So 7 plus 7 plus 5 plus 5. And that gives me 24. So my perimeter is 24 units. And again, because it's one-dimensional, I'm adding all the sides together, it's going to be units. On the area, it's units squared because I'm multiplying the dimensions together. Okay, well, what if we were given the area and I want to find h? Okay, I want to find h. Okay, so we know our area was equal to base times height. And I know that 32 is the area, so that's going to be substituted in. I can see my base is 8. And then I need my h for height. Well, then I just solve. 8 is being multiplied to h, so I need to divide by 8. And my h is equal to 4. Now when I'm working with my perimeter, I have a base of 8. That means the opposite side is 8. Then I have the left side is 5, which means my right side is 5. So when I add all those together, I get 26 units for my perimeter. My height would also be 4 units tall. Keep in mind that with these, especially the parallelograms, you do have special right triangles. I could have figured out the height using special right triangles. Because this side was 5 and it's the hypotenuse, and this part of the base was 3, that means I have a 3, 4, 5 triangle, and they'll use those a lot as well. So be aware of those. Pythagorean triples can apply.